Hello, survivors, and welcome to Qigong with Kevin, sponsored by Aortic Hope. As always, check with your doctor before embarking on any exercise program, especially Qigong. Um, I love Aortic Hope and I love Qigong, and I am very glad that you've decided to join us this morning. We're going to talk about stress in the neck. I've had a very busy week and I can feel that stress building in my neck, and I want to figure out what is the best thing that I can do as a aortic dissection survivor and kidney cancer survivor to work that stress out, remain healthy, and keep my body safe. So thank you, Aortic Hope, for sponsoring this, and thank you, audience, for joining. So find a comfortable chair. Today, we're going to remain seated, and let's begin to work some of that stress out. We'll start by some Dantian breathing, lower belly breathing, as we've done many times in the past. So if you'll sit in your chair and put your hands over your belly, you can interlace your fingers if you like, place them on your belly, breathe in through your nose, and as you breathe in through your nose, feel your belly expand. What that does is drops the diaphragm and just gives you so much more space for your lungs to inhale an adequate amount of oxygen and fresh air. Exhale, let your belly contract back towards the spine. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts back toward the spine. Let's do this 9 times, survivors. Feel that oxygen flowing through your veins and your arteries. Keep a smile on your face. Smiling is such an empowering act that we can do. If you're like me and you have a mechanical aortic valve, now's the time to listen to your heartbeat. Okay, survivors, let's place our hands on our knees and think about our neck. My neck right now is tight, and it has been tight for the last couple of days. Yesterday, I made a trip driving a piece of art down to Central Florida that I had done. And whenever I'm in the car, I have to look over my shoulder. If my neck muscles are tight, it just makes it all the more difficult. And sometimes when I turn my head, then I can hear my pops and cracks in my neck. And I wonder, is that my spine or is that air bubbles? And really, it's a combination of both. So keeping our neck flexible is going to be so important, not only for today, this week, and this month, but for the rest of our life. We don't want to become immobile with our neck muscles and end up hurting whenever we turn. And I really think today, this is a very common problem, having stress and tension in our neck muscles because of our lifestyles, the way we work, the amount of tech neck problems we have by looking at our phone and watching TV and not being outdoors and playing sports like we did when we were kids. So let's start by brushing down our cheek with our hand. Well, just like we're brushing away stress that might be in our jaw and under our jaw and in our neck. Let's just brush away that stress. And when I'm doing this, survivors, I can feel the chi flowing through my body, removing stagnation, breaking up blood stasis, breaking up blood stagnation. If there's any tension in our fascia and our tendons and ligaments and the coulis, the space between our skin and our muscles, if there's any stagnation in there, I can feel it breaking up. This is an exercise which I would encourage you as survivors to do every day. When you wake up in the morning, to get your blood flowing in your face and your neck, just brush down your cheek and feel that good tingling flow through your body. Good. Okay. Bring your hands back to your knees. Let's sit straight. Let's think of our head being held up by a string dropping high from the sky. Tuck our chin in just a little bit and keep our shoulders back. Smile on our face, feet planted firmly on the floor. What I want to do is start off with Wise Owl Looks Back into the Past from Bhagwan Gene. We've done this movement before also. And we're going to keep our hands on our knees to start, and we're going to slowly turn, not our hips, but start with our waist. Slowly start with our waist and turn to the left. Turn vertebrae by vertebrae. Once your waist won't turn anymore, then turn your neck. Now turn your eyes and look back. Don't push it too far. Survivors, just 70% is a good amount. Look back over your left. Now give it just a little bit of additional turn to the left and slowly come back to center on the inhale. Exhale, let's turn to the right, survivors. Start with your waist. Feel your vertebrae turn, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin to the right. Eyes look back as far as you can to the right. Okay. Inhale, come back to center. Keep that smile on our faces. To the left now. Look over our left shoulder. Sometimes I can hear those pops in my neck. Look back left, Wise Owl looks back in time. Come back to center. Let's do this a couple more times, survivors. Slowly, no hurry. We're going to turn to the right. Look over our right shoulder. I love doing this movement, either standing or sitting on a daily basis. One of my favorite movements, number one, because it's easy, but it's repetitive movements and it increases motility in our neck and our shoulders. Come back to center. There is a little bit of burn when you do push that stretch. And again, you don't want to push it too hard and too far, because you could end up pulling a muscle. 70%, remember. Okay, come back to center slowly. Good. All right, now let's take our hands and drop our hands by our side. Scoot back so you can see just a little bit. Let our hands hang by our side. And as we turn, this time we're going to turn our palms facing down. We're going to turn our palms to the back. So turn to the left with our vertebrae and neck, smile on our face, and turn to where our thumbs are pointing back, opening our shoulders and our arms. This opens several channels, meridians in our shoulders and our arms. Come back to center, survivors. Bring your thumbs pointing back in towards the chair. Big inhale through the belly. All right, let's do the right side this time. Slowly turn those palms and thumbs to face towards the back as we twist our waist and our spine to the back. Look over our shoulder. Move our eyes as far as we can to the right. Feel that stretch in our arms, especially in our forearms, as our wrists and thumbs turn to the back. Feel the chi flow. That feels so good. Okay, slowly come back to center. Qigong is so much fun. And I am so glad that I've started years ago in working with Qigong, because it's really helped me through my survivorship post-dissection. To the left this time. Look over our shoulder. Twist those thumbs back, survivors. Rotate those palms. Open our shoulders. open our forearms and feel that stretch and feel the chi flow. Our tendons and fascia can become so tight with non-use, and doing Qigong on a daily basis helps keep us flexible. All right, let's just slowly begin to move our shoulders up and down, back and forward, and palms up. Chi rises, elbows rise, palms face our chest. We're going to lean our head to each side with this flow and then move it forward and back. So palms facing our chest, the palms facing the lung area on our chest, elbows up in a T shape. Slowly, survivors, lean your head to the left side. Feel that stretch. That feels so good. And just hang here for a minute. Feel that stretch. Keep your elbows up. Now let's very gently tilt your head back, then forward, back, then forward. Remember to belly breathe and sync your breath with your movements in the way that feels best to you. Forward, back. Feel the neck muscles opening up. Don't push it too hard. 70% is good. We don't want to get a crick in our neck. All right, survivors, come back to center and then bring our head facing straight up again. Let's go to the other side. Lean our neck and our head to the right. Our head's very heavy. And by exercising our neck and stretching our neck, we really ensure good continuity of function in our neck muscles. Tilt our neck back and head back, over, forward, back to center, back like we're making a half circle, forward, back to center, back, forward. All right, now speed it up just a little bit, not too fast. All right, let's begin to do a complete circle. Forward circle, back, rotate our neck. I can hear those pops in there. Yes. All right, stop, rotate, change directions. Clockwise. If you have to, you can put your elbows down, hands on the knees. Good. All right, change directions again. Make sure you don't fall off your chair. Sometimes this can give me a little bit of vertigo, so slow down if you feel dizzy. All right, come back to center. Now, this flow I call Tiger comes out of the cave, and it's a really good exercise for working those neck muscles and loosening them up. We're going to make tiger claws with our hands, and we're going to think that we are a tiger in a small cave, and our breakfast is right outside the cave entrance. So we are going to crawl slowly out of the cave entrance, and we're going to look to the right, then reach out with our claws and grab the prey and bring it in for breakfast. Now we're still hungry. We're going to look to the left. So we crawl out of the cave and look to the left and reach out and grab the prey and bring it back in. I love doing right, grab the prey, look over to the right, come back to the center, look to the left, grab the prey. Come back to center, look to the right, grab the prey. Come back to the center, look to the left, grab the prey. Okay, come back to center again, palms facing down, and place your palms on your knees. Those are just a few of the neck exercises that I like to do. And it's very important, if you can, try to do them on a daily basis, because keeping our neck flexible and getting that chi flowing, keeping stagnation out of our face, coming down to our neck, rubbing our neck on the front, on the sides, and the back is so very important to as we age and as we live post aortic dissection surgery recovery. So let's keep that chi flowing and that blood flowing. Great. This has been a wonderful time this morning, and we have a fantastic week ahead of us. I hope that your week is going to be very good. I would strongly encourage you to do simple little things that help improve the motility in your body. If you spend a lot of time in the chair post dissection surgery recovery, I know what that's like. I've been there, done that. And just moving, keeping our arms up like we did when we were bending our neck side by side is so very important in keeping the interrelationship between the shoulders and the neck. And then again, turning the neck from side to side. I do find occasionally that when I am driving, it is almost difficult to look over my shoulder, and I don't have that motility that I did when I was a child. The answer to increased motility, again, is just gentle movements every day. So survivors, thank you so much. I want to thank Aortic Hope for all they do. It's such a wonderful platform, and there truly is hope for aortic aneurysm and dissection survivors. And I am so grateful to my Qigong instructor, Marissa Cranfield, and I'm just excited about moving my body ahead into the future as a survivor. And I'm excited to work with you too. So if you have any questions, be sure to submit them. And if you have a pain in your body that you don't know how to address, maybe we can talk about that on some of the future podcasts. Thank you again, Aortic Hope and survivors. May you be blessed and filled with chi.